Delta Daybreak on WXVT.
And welcome back to Delta Daybreak, everybody. Right now it's about 6:16. It's Friday, and you know what that means? That we have Mr. Ike Trotter here with us on Delta Daybreak. Thanks so much for joining us, Ike.
Good morning. Always good to be here, Jennifer.
And you've been away, and now you're back here, back in town with us.
Glad to be here.
Everything is wonderful.
Hopefully Zach can hold the rain off for a little while.
Exactly. We hope so. Today we're talking about income tax.
Yes.
Refunds.
Yes.
Tell us about.
Well, income tax refunds are really an interesting phenomena to American life. They say in the financial life of each community, there's certain times during the year, Jennifer, where the economy is spurred on in manners that otherwise you wouldn't have. For example, the Christmas season is very attractive for the economy. Other seasons during the year, such as Easter, where money is being spent into the community. Well, one of the most attractive times for a community is when income tax refunds come out. So that during that time, during the latter part of January into February and March, is a time when a lot of money is being stimulated into the economy. We're hearing a lot about economic stimulus right now with what's being passed in Washington, D.C. But this has been an annual ritual going on for some time. And the interesting thing about researching this was, Jennifer, that the average income tax refund to the American citizens today is about $2,400.
Really?
That's pretty
average?
The average. Now, I don't know what it is certainly here in the Delta or Mississippi, but that's good money in
anybody's book. That is very good money. That's very good money. That's definitely for people who have kids.
Yeah. An income tax refund, and everybody should know this, simply is a repayment back to a taxpayer for the actual overpayment that they're making in each year to the Internal Revenue Service. And because the Internal Revenue Service doesn't pay any interest on the money, one of the criticisms has been that you are, in essence, making an interest-free loan agreement with the federal government. Yet, in its own unique way, overpaying one's income taxes is a form of automated forced savings for many who would not only have the money each year to pay the taxes, but certainly wouldn't have a means of building up any type of capital that they could use towards spending the money or saving it, perhaps.
Gotcha.
So it's really interesting, income tax refunds.
Okay. So are there things that that we can, and I know you're not a tax expert, but are there things that, tips that you can give us as far as, utilizing those tax refunds that we actually
Well, yeah, and I've thought about this a good deal in coming on. A lot of your advertisers that advertise on here have all types of great advertising during these months about ways that you can spend your money.
Right.
I've always felt personally, if there was a need for buying a new car, that the fact of getting an income tax refund is so attractive financially, because that's extra down payment money that can help keep a note from being as high as it might ordinarily be.
Gotcha.
Or another way of looking at it is rather than having to buy a car and set up a note where you may have to pay it on it for 6 or 7 years, that extra money could maybe, Jennifer, reduce a 6-year car note down to a 5-year car note.
Wow.
Or 5-year down to 4 years.
That sounds really good.
Absolutely, because anytime owning a new car is great, the problem is paying all the interest that you have to on it.
Right.
Getting that down payment can help there. So I wanted to make a plug for the car dealers and other merchants around town that do have things that can be used for that.
And especially if you're at a point where you actually need a car, like some people I know. So anyway, all right, thanks a lot there, Ike, with that update there as far as the best ways that we can actually utilize our money. We're so glad to have you with us. We're going to have much more with Ike in the second half hour, so stick around. We'll be right back. But first, of course, here's Stephen with a quick look at what's coming up for you in sports. Stephen.